Today we have here with us Dr. Donald Peterson and Praise Michael. And in few days time, His Excellency will be celebrating his birthday, and we will also be talking about him, the entrepreneurial milestone of His Excellency. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, sir. Who is this Donald Peterson?
No, Peterson is just a simple man, a father, a brother, and a team player, a politician, and an economist. But most of all, a servant of the people.
All right. How did the name Donald Peterson arrive describe of leadership?
I believe that, as it's said, that some people are born with leadership, while some acquire it along the line. I think mine is both, because I happen to be the first son in the family, so naturally to lead my siblings was a natural choice I couldn't refuse. And also in growing up, my dad ensured, because of my position in the family, to infuse and instill those disciplines that is required for leadership in me especially, and that includes love, service, and having a good degree of empathy for people around me and my environment also.
Oh. All right. His Excellency will be celebrating his birthday in a few days. What is the take of His Excellency at 61?
First and foremost, I wish him happy birthday in advance, and also to say that we're very fortunate at this hour and at this point in history to have a wonderful and awesome personality to be in charge of the state, someone who has the fear of God, who listens to the people, and who has grown all through the ladder from being very low in terms of political office to the highest political office in the state. So he has wealth of experience, and he's a team player, and he understands the rudiment of at least two arms of the government that is leading, which is the legislative arm and also now the executive arm.
Wow, okay. To add to on what you just said, what is your description of the man His Excellency sharing?
My description of him is a resolute, resilient, and a go-getter, someone who knows what he wants and who knows how to go about it, and somebody who has a high resolve to serve the people, and somebody who is also in a hurry to achieve very good things.
All right, okay. As the special advisor to the governor on entrepreneurship, can you share with us your vision of the governor on entrepreneurship?
The vision of His Excellency on entrepreneurship is quite an innovative one. Immediately we were appointed, there was an executive retreat organized for the state ESCO and executive members of government. That during that retreat, we were given a proper orientation and understanding of what is expected of us, and an insight into the governor's mind about every ministry and every parastatal in the state. And us in entrepreneurship development, we saw that the governor is in a hurry to revamp and have an impactful team, and also a program that is far-reaching, cuts across the strata, but more so a youth-centric program that's not just addressing the youth, but also the women, especially the rural women, and of course not forgetting the men too. So when we saw that, and we went to work, and we came up with a word called Deltapreneurship. Deltapreneurship has two initiatives, which is the agropreneurship and the techpreneurship. Under the agropreneurship, there are a lot of schemes under it. Firstly is the hydroponic and the aeroponic farming system. Also, we have the transgenerational wealth creator using coconut for rural women. We have the cassava initiative. And for the techpreneurship, we have various programs under which you have the artificial intelligence, data analytics, programming, and all that. And why we have these two initiatives is that we know that it's not everyone who is interested in tech that will be interested in agro, and not everyone that is interested in agro will be interested in tech. But under agro, it's not just about farming. We're looking about the economics and the business of farming. That's what agropreneurship is all about. And we'll look at in agropreneurship, what are those low-hanging fruits that can actually entice our youth with, that will feel that our youth will easily identify, because the government is in a hurry to make sure that it make a lasting impact and a positive impact on the youth. And we came up with deploying this scheme through the 4 state-owned universities. I must tell you, Delta State is the only state in Nigeria that has 4 state-owned universities. And we have 2 polytechnics and 2 colleges of education. So we approached them, and because within these institutions, you have huge mass of youth, well, 50,000-60,000 youths in this area. So to address the youth-centric part of what His Excellency asks us and the charge he has given us. So we approached the schools, for schools to allocate land within their school for demonstration farms, which I must say that Oborevwori Polytechnic is the first to allocate a land for this purpose. Dennis Osaslebe is also coming on board soon. I know that College of Education Oborevwori is also coming on board, and we're waiting for other universities and tertiary institutions in the state to come on board. What we do at this farm is to give practical knowledge of hydroponic farming system to our youth, and also to incorporate them into the business of hydroponic farming. Right there, the demonstration farms, students will have their own farms, and that their farms will be their concern, like a company of theirs. And what we have done in the Office of the Special Advisor of Entrepreneurship Development is also to create an app that will connect the farm to marketplace. So when you farm using hydroponic system is a soilless kind of farming where you can use just water or use substrates to farm. Substrates to farm. So once you have that, and the yield is 10 times the yield from a conventional farming system. And what that means is that you produce more. And whatever you produce in your farm stays with you as your money. And through our app, you have buyers that are ready to buy, you sell, and you keep the money. So from school, Delta State is creating a scheme where we will create entrepreneurs from school. We're catching them young, because what we want, the vision His Excellency has, is to have young people that are full of entrepreneurship spirit, that are strong entrepreneurs. So we catch them at this stage and we develop them, through this scheme. And also by the time they finish from school, they will not be thinking of going to look for jobs, but rather they will be job creators and they will be employers of labor.
Okay, what are the possible challenges affecting entrepreneurship in Delta State? What is your advice?
The challenges are always there in anything you want to do. First of all is the mindset. Let's clear our mindset from every negativity to embrace this new system, which is the agropreneurship and techpreneurship. And also, let's allow knowledge to come into our minds. Like somebody will say, how can I make money from tech? And I tell people that once you learn our artificial intelligence, it's very easy. Once you learn it, all you need to do is give a voice command to your phone. People talk about, oh, when we learn it, will they give us starter pack? You don't need a starter pack. You have your phone already. So once you learn that, you can give instruction to AI on your phone to say, do me a story about so and so. And in that story, let me have pictures and videos. And AI will create you the text, the story, the video, and also the pictures. All you need to do is to post on your platform, either on YouTube or Facebook. You probably, if you go on YouTube now, you see some people have created their own channels, their handles, where they have this story. If there is one on YouTube, you can check it out, storyline. Somebody just sat there and is just telling AI what to do, and AI does that and they post it. And you have views. It's raking up views in thousands and in millions. And once you have good traction on your videos, YouTube pays you because it's monetized. Facebook pays you because it's monetized. You see, 10, 20 years ago, we don't have this, but we have it now. So the Bible says my people suffer for lack of knowledge. So my advice for our youth is for them to open their mind to this knowledge that Delta State government is bringing them for free at these various institutions. And one might ask, okay, what if I'm a youth and I'm not in the university? How will I learn this? I'm not attending that institution. Yes, we have the weekend program, the Fridays and the Saturday, where we'll do a recap of everything that has been taught from Monday to Thursday. And the youth in the catchment area of this institution can actually participate in this. So it's open to all.
Okay. Can you throw more light on the upskill Okada Riders projects?
Yeah. As you know, His Excellency feels the pain of everyone in Delta State, especially the effect of the banning of Okada transportation system in some of the local governments in Delta State. It's with a heavy heart and pain in him that he did the banning, because he probably would have weighed the good and the bad and the pros and the cons before him banning it, because the menace and the evil that we perpetuated using this means of transportation. So that's when the overall interest and overall good for Deltans that is expensive banning. But even after banning it, they also went ahead to give us charge to quickly move and see how to cushion the effect on the people, because as I told you, it has strong empathy, for people and for the indigenes of Delta State. So what we are doing is to engage the various local government chairmen of the Tricycle Association. We'll reach out to the chairman of the state of the association. The talks is still in its infancy now, but we're talking with them, where we're going to get their details and see how many of them are interested in agropreneurship, how many of them are interested in techpreneurship. Some of them might not be interested in this agropreneurship and techpreneurship. Then there is the other leg, which is we're discussing with 3 banks. Like I said, I'm not at liberty to say the names of the banks because we've not finalized this discussion, to help us raise credits for these operators so that they will be able to buy their tricycles and pay over time to the banks. And one might ask, oh, but you know, there are some places where you don't have road for tricycles and all that. And I said that Rome is not built in a day.
Definitely.
You know, with time, roads will get to those places because you've seen the way His Excellency started. He engaged Julius Berger to start doing roads, and we know the credibility of Julius Berger in terms of infrastructural development in Nigeria. So soon, those places that don't have roads will wear new looks, and at the end of the day, this tricycle will be able to get them.
All right. Okay. Can you also throw more light on the school sanitation and intervention project, and also the engagement of youth in model farming?
Yeah, on the Kodo school sanitation project was born out of necessity because a certain school in our local government came to us, faithful movement, and pleaded if we could do something about the weed in their school. We went there to intervene immediately, and we discovered that by the time we got there, snakes and dangerous reptiles have already chased the teachers out of the staff room. So we felt that we should not just do a one-off intervention thing. It should be a continuous thing, and that's how we came up with the Okoro School Sanitation Intervention Program, where we engage 10 persons. There are two kingdoms in Ika South, Abavo and Abo. So we look at in terms of size and all that. We have 3 persons working in Abavo with a supervisor making 4. We have 7 persons working in Abo with 2 supervisors making 9. So we bought a small bus for them to move around. And we bought slashers, the handheld slashers. We've just negotiated for 2 motorized mowers in Lagos, which hopefully by the end of next week we should be able to have delivery of those 2 motorized mowers so as to make the work faster. When you go to most schools here now, you see the effect and the impact of that intervention. And more also, we don't want negative narration about our very dear state. Because when this age and time of social media, when you see a pupil or a student going to school with a matcha, once you take the video or picture of that child, you could put it up or post it and give whatever kind of negative narrative that you want. Just imagine a child of probably 8 years old going to school with machete, and then somebody will say schools in Delta, Delta is no longer safe. Even students or pupils go to school now with weapons. Can you disprove it? The child already has machete with him. You know, you won't be there when the same will be going on. So we had to intervene this way, and the intervention was a very timely one because we've had situations in the past where some schools, because of overgrown weeds, also engulfed in fire. So yeah, that's a bit about that program.
All right. Okay. Where do you need governmental partnership support, or maybe support and partnership?
The government is already doing more than enough. They are supporting us very well, morally and also logistics-wise. They are supporting us. Also, I mean, the words of encouragement from the government, keep pouring in. So, and we know that His Excellency wants excellent job to be done. We are very much encouraged, to continue and very well motivated to continue with what we're doing.
All right. Okay. Can you tell us more about Dr. Donald Peterson Foundation and the milestones?
The Peterson Foundation was registered about 20 years ago, and it came about because I went to a meeting, and a very young man was cleaning at the Federal Secretariat in Abuja then, and he greeted me with an unusual salutation. He said, "Keep in charge." I've never had anyone greet with that kind of salutation. So we got talking, and I asked, "Why would you be cleaning? You are very young, you're supposed to be in school." And he said, yeah, he would have loved to go to school, but his parents are too poor to send him to school. So I took up that challenge, and I sent him to school. He did his jam, went to the university, he read physics, and today he is working and successful. And so from there, that's how we started with the scholarship scheme. And later on, we now thought about, why don't we create an ecosystem of highly schooled and literate people? So that's how we came up with our scholarship scheme, starting from first degree to PhD. I'm happy to announce to you that today we have about 38 people that are on that list. And also we have the Widows Micro Business Boosters, an empowerment program, which we do every 12th. We all know that we learned that from our father and our political leader, who is His Excellency Senator Dr. Oborevwori. When he was governor, he introduced the Widows Welfare Program, and we saw that, the child should learn from his father. So when we got back here, we said, okay, how do we augment what government is doing? And we started the program. And every 12th, you have almost 2,000 women congregate here to be given that micro boosters for their businesses. And apart from that, we also have the rural women business empowerment program that we do. What we do is we look at women in the rural areas where they are not able to make ends meet, either because their children are not doing well, or some of them don't even have. So what we do is set up a micro business for them, from giving them grinding machine for pepper and all that, way they could set up their own macro business in that place, or buying them things that they could like start a part for them to start a small business. So we've been doing that, and yeah, that is what the Peterson Foundation is all about. Is adding value to humanity.
Wow. Okay. All right. His Excellency will be 61 in a few days. Can you share your goodwill message to His Excellency on behalf of yourself, your family, and your office?
Your Excellency, I'd like to wish you a very glorious birthday anniversary, and also to thank you for your service to humanity, and pray that you see many more years to come in good health, and also that God of heaven will increase you in wisdom, and He will continue to strengthen you for you to do more. Since you have come up with a more agenda, you only know more in your life in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. Thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us.